Hey everyone, Stephen from Isto Inc. here. So I start this art piece by gathering some reference photos, and at first I was confused as why the subject is only half on the screen. After some careful thinking, I realized that had he put his whole body in frame, his pure, raw alpha male energy would have simply dominated the other streamer, probably ending his career forever. A 500 IQ play to be sure. As I only see half the face, this does present a challenge, but with some creative Photoshop, I managed to piece together a full reference shot. Now, you'll notice that I couldn't see the subject's body, so I took a pretty educated guess as to their body type, and given their overwhelming presence, it was most likely the upper body looked similar to someone like Chris Evans from the Avengers. It's at this point I put together the pieces, assemble the head, and start to sketch an outline. You can see me playing around with some colors, a title, some layouts, and a base color. Next, I worked on the upper body. I start by gathering some reference images of men with similar body types wearing long sleeve shirts. I wanted to paint him as a casual, everyday man trying to blend in with the normal populace who hasn't known the feeling of wrestling a grizzly bear into submission, and I felt that a long sleeve cotton t-shirt was the perfect choice. You'll notice I toyed with the idea of omitting the C, as I felt that Patrioc had a better ring to it, and the additional C really felt like a cheap afterthought. While I'm pondering this over, I start working on blocking out the shadows, trying to accurately outline the form of a muscular man with the ability to shatter a tree with his fists. I also focus on adding the ripples in the shirt, and once I'm satisfied, I overlay a texture to tie it all in. It's at this point I feel like the subject's initials felt more appropriate on the shirt. Ultimately, the C does make it back into the title up top, a controversial decision to be sure, but it's a play on him being the patriarch of the family, and I appreciate a good pun, so it stays. Now I overlay some metal textures to emulate the Captain America logo, paint a quick background texture, before moving on to the face. The key to faces is to make sure the eyes are done well. This was the challenge, as I've never tried to imitate the likeness of a man who's truly seen greatness, but doing my best, I add details around the irises, duplicate it over to the other eye, and start to block out some dramatic shadows across the right side of the face. The next important feature is the lips, and I need your patience on this one, as the lips are not representative of the final product, but a red base color helps build out the structure of the lips. I'm using an Patrioc red in this case, which in my opinion is the best type of red, named after this incredible game I've been playing that's available now on Steam for you to buy or wishlist, and the shadows that trail along the sides of the lips as well as the blending from the colors from the skin start to bring together the face. When I'm doing hyper-realistic paintings, I often find myself in that uncanny valley where the paintings look okay, but definitely something is off. A technique I use is to blend the original reference photo with the painting to even out the colors, and shift the shadows to better represent the bone structure of the face. In this case, a flawless bone structure of an alpha male. If you compare the two, you can really see a big improvement. Now, before the big reveal, I just wanted to mention that I only take on budget-friendly projects, and even though I sunk a bunch of time into this, roughly 9 hours in this case, this was purely digital and cost no money. So overall, a huge win in my books. Minus, of course, the cost to get it professionally printed, but that's it. And of course, minusing the shipping costs down to the US. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully Patrioc decides to do Stream Sharks one of these days.
Why is this art so good?